Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of a Melanated Hypothesis. And we're just kicking it, having a ToriV talk, story time. So, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Diamond. I
Okay.
mean, like y'all want some more of an introduction?
Yeah, hit him with the. Let me give you a
Um,
drum roll.
all right, so boom. I'm Diamond. Um, I'm a business owner. I'm a mama. Mm, I wasn't really prepared for this introduction. But that's my name though, y'all.
Okay, she being modest, but yes, she has a trucking company. Such a trucking lady. She out here rolling. Ah, okay. But we want to talk. So the story time that I wanted to talk about was some childhood traumas that show up today and like what that looks like really giving an example of some type of trauma, little T trauma, whether that's something that affected you like bullying or being feeling the feeling of being abandoned or neglected, or whether that's big T trauma where you had some type of assault happen to you, or some type of fire, something bigger. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk about is eating, and how us turning to food as children causes us, it shows up as adults if we don't intentionally catch it. So, do you want to start, or you want me to start? Because I
Oh
got
no,
some
you go
stories.
ahead. Go off, sis. All right. I'm gonna dim my screen momentarily. All right, I'm still in here like swimwear.
At a daycare. Hey.
All right, so what's up? What you think about it? What
So,
do the foods do to you? Good night, Ma. I love you.
one thing that I was thinking about was I told you I used to steal Oreos, packs of
Yeah, tell me
Oreos.
more about that.
You know
Like, how
those
that
packs
go?
of Oreos, the little long joint come in the box?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to get them from 7-Eleven. Child, yes. Okay, so boom. I, my mom used to be at work, and we used to live in this little neighborhood. And right across the street, it was a little giant, like the grocery store, a little shopping center. And then around the corner, like it was the neighborhood, and then there was like on both sides of the street there were apartments, and then on the opposite side of the apartments there was more stores and like a main road. And we would walk through the little gate and go to 7-Eleven, but I never had no money. But I was home alone. I, essentially I felt abandoned. There was no one there. I didn't really have any friends. Food was my friend, okay? And I will pull up. I will put my mom's pantyhose on, the big joints that come up to your nipples. I will put them on, and I'm already like roly, you know. I'm already a little roly.
Fluffy.
Yeah, all that. Uh huh. Yep, Michelin, all that. So I had, I would go in there and I would look around. And I would take one of the rolls and I would put it right under my roll and secure it in there with the pantyhose, and then I would run out like, oh, my stomach hurt. Oh my goodness, I got it. And I would,
Wait a minute. You will run out? like, like that ain't suspicious? Don't be
I mean,
suspicious. Don't be
I would just
suspicious.
be like, I don't know. I was a kid. First of all, this is like I was third grade. I don't know how old I was.
I can only imagine it. Like, they probably already knew what was up.
I
They
mean,
probably knew.
eventually, yeah, because I kept doing it. It was like, oh, okay, this worked. So every once in a while, When that was out, I would go get some more. I wanted to I wanted to that's how I was coping. I wanted to eat my feelings. I wanted to over numb with food. Okay, now breathe. Put your arms up.
Hold on, let me meet y'all.
No, we want to hear what's going on. Just we need to call for help. Just
Alright, what's up? Please excuse that mild interruption, inconvenience, all that. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know that
So
was gonna happen. I didn't know.
so I'm just wondering when you are, you know, feeling some type of way and you need to cope with life as a child, what were you doing?
Sleep.
That's it? Tell me more.
Like even as an adult,
No,
and
as a
you know
child,
this
what
because
did
we.
you
I mean, I'm saying I did that as a child, but even as an adult, like sleeping has always been my coping mechanism. Like if I sleep, I can make everything stop for a second. And then I can process through. I mean, no, that's a lie. I ain't even gonna hold y'all like that. Nah, I don't sleep. I mean, I don't process through while I'm asleep. No, it just be there when I wake up too. But like, I feel like if I go to sleep, basically I use the ostrich method. I stick my head in the sand, which is for me going to sleep.
mm-hmm.
Um, I can't eat. I don't participate in daily life. I literally just sleep. That's what I've done ever since I was a child. Like, if I had a really, really stressful day, bad day, like, I'm going to sleep until it goes away.
Hmm.
So, like, I don't have any middle ground when it comes to sleep. Either I sleep excessively or I don't sleep at all. So, being that I struggle with seasonal depression, um, I just got done with my sleeping, and a lot of people didn't or don't understand. But like, nah, I hibernate. Like, I real life hibernate. I don't have to have food. I don't have to have water or anything. I just want to sleep undisturbed. I can wake up, roll back over, and go back to sleep and repeat for a couple of months. And, once the time changes, I start, coming out of my little cocoon and I be like, all right, actually, I'm going to brush my hair. I'm going to do life and I'm going to be a contributing member of society. But my coping mechanism is honestly to sleep.
So have
If
you
I'm not asleep, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no what do you say?
If I'm not asleep, like I tend to be very agitated with other humans' existence and everything else. And I don't want to be that person. So I pretty much assure myself that I'm going to go to sleep. Like I
Okay,
have
so
a
I
very
can
short fuse.
understand that. I can definitely understand that. Like we've all been there. We just, tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be better. Like I don't even want to deal with it. I want to go to sleep. But after doing that, kind of running from that too many times, it turns into a habit. A habit turns into a personality. And so when when is the point when we're like, okay, I realize that this is the only way I have to cope. Now I need to throw some other things in there. When do you realize that?
Um, I'm trying not to cough on y'all over here. Give me a second. Okay, so boom. Um, when do I realize that it's a better way than sleeping?
Yeah, when did you start to like go after better ways?
Um, I didn't. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer, but no, I just finished doing this. Like, you know this. Like, no, I'm sleeping. Like, no, I am sleeping. And people think that I'm not asleep, but no, I have not been like, you know what, there's got to be a better way. Because I say that every single year. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. And even with like 2 years of trauma therapy that I've been in, like, I haven't necessarily found a better way. I feel like I do deal with it a little better, but like to say I have corrected this issue, no, I haven't. Like sleep is always my go-to.
Right. So, what other tools are in your toolbox?
To sleep until Tuesday, and
That's
then I
your
can talk to
that's
my
your that's your
therapist.
baseline. So your
Right.
baseline is to sleep. What tools have you put so that you can raise that baseline?
Busy work,
Hmm.
like busy work, busy work.
That's not a tool. That's a cover up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't have any. I said I know this is a very poor answer, but I do not have an answer because I do not have a solution to this problem. Not that I haven't seeked one, but I don't have one that has worked for me.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What have you used so far that hasn't worked?
To make me just not want to sleep.
To really do the work at figuring out what's making you want to sleep.
Oh no, it's not that I don't know what's making me want to sleep. I'm absolutely aware of what makes me want to sleep. It's
Right, and
that I don't
working
have a
through that.
solution for if I can't solve it, like I'm gonna sleep. Like I know I should have a better answer, but like I don't have a solution. Like I still do this. It still very much affects my life. Um, I just I sleep, and then at some point, self just says, "All right, we got to get up," or I do busy work to make myself really really busy, so I don't think about the reason that I'm sleeping so much. But like I don't honestly, as my first answer stated, like I don't have a solution at all. None. I can't even say, hey, I tried doing this thing called brain dumping where I write everything that I'm thinking, feeling, or whatever in my book. And like that works. That just helps me sleep better. Like
Okay, so how do you release?
release emotion,
Yeah.
anger, pain, like release what?
Release anything that's clogged up, anything that's still in your
Oh, it just
body.
be random. It's random. It's not like a what should be a controlled release. For instance, like I wouldn't even think I'd talk about it, but like right now I'm on some fuck it's like whatever is said. I said what I said. But for instance, like the shit that happened when we were at Applebee's in Atlanta, like it can be the smallest, most random thing, but like
You gotta
I
tell
be
them what
telling
happened.
people,
You can't
oh,
just
okay, so boom. I don't even remember why. Okay, so basically, and this is something I've admitted to Tori. So she was telling me this really true fact. She was like, "You are not living life and enjoying life if you're constantly in survival mode." And I'm like, no, because survival mode is where you're supposed to be. Like, I have to survive regardless. And she was like, well, that's not living. That's not enjoying. And I'm like, no, I be having a great time. I be having a grand old time. But she kept saying it to me. And it was something that I wasn't ready to receive. I was literally full to the top with so much that was going on in my brain, in my house, in my soul. Like, there was so much going on. My relationship, like, everything was happening at one time, so I could not take in anything positive or negative anybody had to say. So Tori is trying to tell me, hey, you can't live in a constant mode of survival. Like, that's dangerous. People even have heart issues, like, but mentally that's very harmful. And that was not a message I wanted to hear. I wanted to drink my liquor and I wanted to eat my food. That's all I wanted. I want to sit there, get drunk, laugh because I had a designated driver. We had done laundry, and I was sitting for 3 days because I called a shot. It's my truck. And I thought me and Tori was going to have this grand old 3 days. But no, on the first day, I flipped my shit because I didn't want to hear something that is a true statement. Like, you can't live like that. And like, I flipped my shit to the point that I got the fuck up and I was like, hey, please stop talking to me. And she kept talking to me because at that point in time, she hadn't learned, like, okay, sometimes people are not receptive, but maybe a different way, a different day, whatever. But like, so she kept going with it and she was pushing the issue. And I was like, bruh, please stop talking to me. I will fuck this whole restaurant up. And she was like, but why are you so angry? That's not adult. Like, so then I felt like she was demeaning me. She was chastising me. Like, she was, it's another word that I'm looking for, like, um
Belittling.
no, not that. She was patronizing me. Like, I was pissed the fuck off and I kept telling her to stop saying these things to me because at this point I'm pissed because it didn't matter if it was true and I need to hear it or not. I couldn't receive it at that time. So eventually I got the fuck up because I was about to fuck shit up. I called a Uber and went back to my fucking truck. And like, and then I sent a text because I was like, damn, like, but I had to leave because my temper is jacked. So that's how shit comes out. That's how I release. Like, it's mm, random. Like, it'll just be a random point, and I'll be like, you know what? I can't take anything else. Like, anything else that happens is going to be the thing that pushes me over the edge. And then that's what it is. Like, I found this new release. I went to the rage room and I broke two metal bats. Like, big bat, and I was quiet, and the dude in there was like, I really hope you have. He was like, as a fellow sister, it was a black dude. He was like, you ain't making not one noise in there. Like, and that's scary as fuck. You broke two bats. Like, I hope you have somebody to talk to because that shit is not normal. Like, and I know it was like what the fuck? Yes, I'm angry inside, and I keep it there because I have not learned how to properly channel it or control it. So I am probably one of the still in the healing process, still in the growing process. I feel like I'm very well at accepting, shit that's wrong. I'm not saying it's not a problem. I'm just saying, like, no, I've tried, but I don't necessarily have a solution. Like, that shit just that shit just happened. Like, most of the time my nigga get it. Like it'll be the littlest thing. He can do the smallest thing. And I'm gonna start a whole FBI investigation because I want to start an argument because I need to get this shit out. So, I don't control it actually.
Do you want to control it? Do you feel like it's controllable? Hello. What happened? I don't know what happened, guys. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh no. All right. Hello.
Hello. You ain't about to be able to hear me, is you?
I can hear you.
Oh, really?
Yes. How you doing? All right. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but I do want to get into these stories because I want us to really. Hello.
I'm good.
You good?
Okay, so boom, what part is stop at? Because I see this one part, and I really hope it wasn't on there. So, like, at what point did it stop?
Okay. Okay. Listen, this is a flow lane, so I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I don't know. But
Hold
we're
on,
gonna flow
wait, you
together.
just went out. You said what?
What? You just went out. I thought you was gone.
Nah, nah, the wind blowing, bruh. All right, I should
It
probably
took
have
the
said
whole
that in my
screen out.
introduction. Like, I live in the sticks.
We know.
Like, so, okay, I just want to know what the last thing you heard on camera. Because, like I said, this whole part that I really hope that was not recorded.
Um, we were talking about. Uh,
I know what we was
I don't
talking
know. We're in a
about.
flow state
I
because
just,
I don't remember.
okay, so did I talk about how I channel? Did I finish the story about Atlanta?
Yeah, you finished the story about Atlanta, and we were going into. Oh, I asked you a question. Actually, you had stopped
Mm-hmm.
talking, and then I said, "Do you feel like it's controllable? Do you feel like you can control it, or do you want to control it, and do you feel like it's controllable?"
So did I go through the rage room?
Yeah, you went
Like,
through the rage room and the bats.
did I told you my dude be getting most of it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, then, damn, it's harder there. But, uh,
Okay, no, because we do that a lot, and as women, even that's something that I had to heal from because I realized that I actually had somebody on the phone. I came in the door and I was on the phone, and me and my ex got into an argument, and um, I thought I was doing like I thought it was him, and she was like, "No, you went in there and was wilding," and I was like, "Really?"
was it me?
No, it was my other friend that I
Oh,
brought to your house.
oh, okay.
And she was just
Yeah,
like,
but
no.
see, now I recognize it. Like the
Right.
other night. Okay, so we already know my kid owns a business as well called Pearson Pagoda. Okay? All right. I already told you that she got a studio, right?
No, you ain't told me
Pearson
she had no
Pagoda.
studio.
Well, she thinks she got one now. Whether it's but what I'm saying is she likes to pierce her body, like. So I call it her piercing studio since she done decided you're gonna buy all this professional piercing equipment and stuff. But anyways, like when that situation happened and she said, "Hey, ma, I did this," and it's crazy because every day she write me a note card. I'm gonna show you that shit at some point in time. But every day she write me a fucking note card. But anyway, so when she told me the shit, I was so fucking cool and collected. But it was like the buildup of other shit that she has consistently done. But I was so cool when she told me this shit, right? She was like, "Hey, I did this thing. Um, I thought you was gonna be pissed about it, so I ain't say nothing. But I actually did it, a few days ago or whatever and whatnot. And I was just like, oh, okay, well. And I literally went in. I said, I love you to everybody, and I left. Okay, I left, and I was cool. And I was on the phone with my dude, and we're talking about the situation. And then I'm realizing how pissed I really am at this moment in time. And like by the time I got downtown Durham to the Amtrak station, I was bawling, like boo-hooing, and he was trying to reason with me. And we have this rule that no matter how pissed we get off the phone as if it's our last time speaking, as in you still get a I love you, be safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we have this rule. No matter how pissed you get, you do not hang up. And we've held true to this rule for like 2 years. No matter what the fuck happens, don't fucking hang up, because we both struggle with abandonment. So when somebody hang up, that's the end. No. Okay, hey, I can't do this right now. I am not in control of my emotions, and I have to get out of this situation. I love you and I will talk to you later. But I cannot fuck with you right now. So we have this rule in place. But keep in mind, at this point I had flipped my shit. And I was screaming and I was crying. I don't even fucking talk loud, let alone scream and holler. Like, yelling is not my thing. Like, I make noises so I can get people's attention, right? So I'm yelling. And at this point, like, I'm crying, but he doesn't know that I'm crying. And he was like, you getting yourself all worked up at me. And I was like, fuck you. I am trying not to fucking cry. And then I hung the fuck up. And I hung up, and within the next 60 seconds, I was like, damn, I fucked up. This is something that we do not do to each other for this reason, and I fucked up. And I immediately called him back, and of course, I was still crying. And I was like, you know what? I am so sorry. You did not do anything wrong. I should not hang up, and I know we have this rule in place for both of our safety that we don't do that, and I did that, and I am so sorry that I did that to you. Because you didn't deserve it, because you were trying to help me. And I'm sorry, but I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do with how angry I am right now. And like, he de escalated, he accepted the apology. He was like, I understand it wasn't even um uh a disconnect out of anger. It was a disconnect out of despair, out of defeat, out of fucking internal crisis. Like, it didn't come from an angry place, because I wasn't angry, I was hurt. And like, he understood that, and my nigga is not that nigga to be like, bruh, I understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't do it to hurt him. I wasn't pissed at him. But like, inside, I was just on fire. And very similar to like with you in a restaurant, I was not pissed at you. It was just the fact that I was so pissed inside that whoever is in my presence is going to feel this, and I leave because I don't want to do that. But by him having abandonment issues, like, I can't just leave. Like, I can't leave. That's something we don't do. We don't just leave. Like, if you're leaving, either you're coming back or you're not. So my thing, I'll leave and I'll send a message, but you already know firsthand. I'll be out that bitch. Bro, I be just started walking. Like, fuck this, I gotta get out of here. I'm about to go to jail. But like, I feel like that's progress, because I used to just fuck shit up and give no fucks. Like, anybody can get it.
So now that you've had the awareness, you've accepted that this is something that you do, what ways do you feel like you can change it? You can start to combat it and take the frustration even away from him.
What do you mean combat? What, being angry?
Yeah, instead of you
Or
taking it out on him, What
No,
else
I
can
don't
you?
take it out on him. Like I'm saying, he catch heat. Like I don't
Yeah, that's
necessarily
what
do
I'm.
anything. Like I'll be more argumentative or
I mean,
like
that's
I
the
don't.
same thing. We release it by yelling, by throwing things, by getting angry, by expressing those emotions. So that's the same thing. He's still taking the heat, and you're taking it out on him. That's why he's getting the heat. So in those moments, how can you? What can you do to release in a different way other than projecting it onto him?
Oh well, actually, this is a thing that I do. I guess I do be doing some things. Like I don't really take it out on him. It's very rare he gets it, which is why, like I said, we've had this thing for 2 years, like solidly. Okay, this is what we don't do. This is how we handle this situation. But like I'll tell him, hey, I'm in a really fucked up headspace. Like this is literally the conversation. Hey, good morning. Because every day you get a good morning and you get a good night. But hey, I'm in a really fucked up headspace and I don't want you to get any smoke that is not meant for you. And we be cool. Like I get the same messages from him. Okay, today is a fucked up day. Like I want the day off from Earth and I'm in a fucked up headspace. So none of this smoke is for you. But let me get this off my chest. So
So when you get in that space and he gives you that time, you have that time. What do you do for yourself to get back right?
I watch Charlotte Dover on YouTube and Alonzo Lauren and Lehigh McNasty.
Who who are that? What is it?
They just be doing like funny things on YouTube's like
Okay.
Instagram cappers and you know Facebook models and just bad grammar and all kind of great stuff. Poor spelling. Lehigh McNasty is a school teacher and he pretends like he's his students. And he is hilarious. And I also watch Encanto. That's another go to. Um, I don't really want to say what I really do. That really like is my thing. Like, cause I don't feel like I don't know, but like
This is
I
a
have a
conversation.
particular I have a particular like okay, so I do have things I do. So scratch all that. Actually, as I think about it, like I have gained more skills because I'm not the person that I once was. Like, I was kicking holes in the wall at 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've grown a lot from there. So for instance, I call it my unicorner. Um and it has all my stuffies. I have Build-A-Bears and because that's what Big Daddy gets me. But like I got a million Build-A-Bears and I have 10,000 different stuffies and squishmallows and all that. And I have all of my little coloring books and all my games and I have this fucking anxiety thing he got me. And I can make it on one side if you like focus on it and it's sand and water and oil. But like I can make it mountains on one side and the fucking ocean on the other side and it's really lit. But like and I got pink polka dotted carpet, but like I literally go in that space and I write, I color, I redress my Build a Bears. Like I just I don't I just yeah, I do that. That's what I do. That's something that I pretty much have always done. Like I was like that as a kid too. Like I got books in there and every color that you can imagine, and it's a great little place. But I call it the unicorner. I got 2 unicorns in there and they're huge. But I got like 10. But that's what makes me happy. I go to my happy corner.
So that is you slowing down.
You said what?
That's you being able to slow down.
I don't know if I'm going out or you're going out.
Can you hear me? Hello. Testing, testing.
Okay, something is happening.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? My name is Vicky. I'm on the
Yes.
mic. Just want to know if you can hear me all right. Hello? Can you hear me?
I don't know if I'm going. It gotta be me.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear
Am
me?
I going in and out?
And you're not going in and out.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. Yeah, you were going in and out though.
I mean, there is a delay, apparently.
It happened on that show the other night.
Huh? What you mean?
I don't know. You just get robotic randomly, and then you be cool again.
I mean,
But anyways, I can show you some people in my corner if you want to see them. No, no, that's not even what this show is about. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, that's what I do in my I'm going
in
to
your
save
unicorn.
myself in the world. Yeah, in my unicorn there. Just live my real
Okay, but
best life.
that's like you taking time to process for yourself. What you know? What happened? You there? Cause you be popping up. I don't know. Yo. Well, see, it's very weird. You pop out and then you pop back in.
Yeah, it's well see, so you see, um when you're from a certain part of the woods, you know where roosters is crowing and stuff,
Ooh,
that
ooh, ooh,
tends to
ooh.
happen.
Interesting, interesting. So, I want to know about. I mean, okay. I know we like digging all in your stuff. That's the real Miss Judy right there. She trying to hide you.
You said real Miss Judy way.
The real Miss Judy. Booty
Oh,
Judy. Um, okay.
watch my fanny. Watch my fanny.
Not my fanny. Yeah. See, we thought you was from the city till you said that. Oh my goodness. And she be like, britches? That's when she be having me. I ain't know. First time she said britches to me, I ain't know what she was talking about. Just brisket? I just, do you want some britches? Do I want some? Y'all had made some? Or, like,
Right. He was like, where is it? And I was like, I got him in my bag.
like,
He
I
was
got a
like,
whole
in your
bunch.
bag.
Like, a whole bunch? What you mean? Like, yeah, she pulled out some pants. Now, where's the food?
Very misleading.
Yeah, these is city versus country problems or something. Like, what? Why don't like I don't understand.
Here goes my daily note card. She puts it in my pocket because she knows I'm gonna go smoke and put my jacket on.
Oh, that's cute.
I get one every day.
Yes, to the traditions. Shout out to
You
the
know,
traditions.
this family big on the I love yous and
Yeah, that's
they
something
just
that I like. I say city, but it's just a lot of people. We have these problems where um I feel like there's an advantage to the country life. Like, everything has its ups and its downs and pros and cons and whatnot. But in the country, okay, hey,
alright,
in the
sorry.
country, it's still very much family oriented. Whereas in the city, baby, you got to get it how you live it. your mama probably out there doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she had kids, but she was still trying to be out here, thugging or whatever the case may be. Um, the city teach you to be more selfish, and it has a narcissistic air to it. You can't even see the sky. Like, it just puts you in a bad mood, really. You don't know why. But it's just like, so we have these parental issues or these family issues where in the country, the family stayed together, whether it was because we had to, um, women didn't have rights a few generations ago, so they just kind of did what they had to do, accepted what they had to accept, and kept it moving. And then others, they actually had a good dynamic versus now it's like, if you not hitting all my checklists, I'm finna leave and go start a new family. Like, forget you. I'm not finna deal with nothing. Ain't no growing. If in these first 6 months, this first 2 years, it don't work out, then it ain't gonna never work out. Like, we don't even be on no trying to get it together. Um, but also we don't necessarily know how to pick them, and that's a whole different situation. But I feel like you your family is very nurturing and loving, and it just comes natural. And it was awkward for me. Like, it was awkward. Like, why y'all being so nice? What's up?
My dude tell me that all the time. It is, I don't know. But it don't matter if you mad or not. If you love somebody, you tell them that before you go to sleep, so if they don't wake up, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of us missed, like, for example, you have older Southern mother. Like, she be sewing stuff and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got old recipes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she just
Who do?
your mama.
My mama is from the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
Yeah, I'm talking about just in a sense of nurturing. Like, she is nurturing. She still has the like grandma effect in the
Oh,
house,
absolutely,
trying to, you know what
yes.
I'm saying? Like, she's still what you think about nowadays. Like, grandmas look, they all myths. Like, the grandma be
Gills.
29 and shit. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Like, you be like, you a grandma, or and it's like she on the go. You like, she ain't never in the house. Kids can't come. You can't drop the kids off at her house. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, she's,
you know, everybody be here.
yeah. And so you still have like this family essence, whereas now the family is like, and it's not a problem, like, because when I have kids, like, we're gonna be on the go. Like, I'm trying to be established to where the whole family finna be out here. Like, just no, we in Indonesia for the month. Like, just I don't know, but like that essence of um just that core, your southern father mixed with your, like, you say Eastern Shore, but that's still Southern Maryland. Like, it's still like a Southern esque to it. So, but that those two type of things, and being raised out in the country, that's still country area, rural, versus like being raised in DC. What you doing?
I was trying to eat me a chip, but like I thought I could ease out better than that.
What you going slow? First of all, you was just eating, what was that? Mushi? What's it called?
Musabi.
Yeah, I see you. Yes. Right. Oh my god. My point is, you have that essence. So you got those teachings, things that we missed. You know, crack hit the city hard. And so a lot of our grandparents, like our generation grandparents, they got on that. They was in that. They, you know what I'm saying? They got messed up by that. So all the things that they learned about class and dignity and all that stuff, you know, they were still, all the city kids they had, that it that we were sent down to the south type of thing. I ain't never been sent to the south. By the time they got to my generation, we ain't had no more relationships. But before, like my grandma generation, they got sent to the south. Maybe
Mhm.
my mom a little bit, they got sent to the south. Our generation, like we got family in the south, like we we
Mhm.
we one of them. We friends on Facebook, but don't nobody talk to each other. Like that's where it's at now with it. But right, but
Yeah, our
y'all
house was
got
boot
all those
camp.
teachings. So learning about just the essence of being black and having that dignity and dressing like something, getting up and doing, just whatever the case may be, like those essence of nurturing your child and talking to them, and that feminine essence of like just listen, just allow them to talk and express themselves. Just listen. Don't It don't matter if it's right or wrong, but otherwise let them fucking say what they gotta say, and then you come in with a loving approach. Like I don't think I ever heard your mom go above like a 4 octave. Like she
Yeah,
don't,
ain't nobody hollering.
like she don't even like she she whispered through life. Like she's so
Mhm.
subtle. Like you get what I'm saying? Like she not
But I
finna.
tell people this all the time. It's different in my house. Everybody else thinking somebody screaming and hollering that they in trouble. No, the softer my mama talk, the more trouble you in. Like you can be about to get whooped, and she'll be like, "I told you before we got in the store, don't touch nothing," and you ran your hand across that whole entire meat counter. We're gonna have a camp meeting when we get home. I'll be like, no, actually, I don't even like camp. But like, no, if she get the whispering at you, you in trouble. Like,
Dogs, like they be tripping. Luce over there snoring. Albert, I don't know, he be doing farting and scaring himself and waking up and looking around. Like, sir, that was you. Like, you all
you be
right?
like, wait, y'all smell that?
Yeah, just who farted
Is
on
this
me?
gonna still
No.
be up? Like, or is it just whoever come through see it?
You said what? What? What you say? So sweet.
I said, is this video staying up, or is it like whoever come through see it?
I
Like, if you
mean,
don't make it in here right now, you'll get to see it, or do you get to see it anyways?
oh yeah, yeah, it's staying, it's forever. Yes, man, because we gotta have transparent conversations, and wherever it go. We're supposed to be talking about overeating, but like,
As y'all
we,
can see, I'm eating some
I mean, you
a
you
good
having your meal. It's not
combination.
nothing
So
wrong with that.
like,
Like, I
got
just
me some
had,
Musabi right here. I just
I
found
just
these
had
chips.
seafood. So
Um,
like,
I got me some macaroni salad. Got me some cookies. Cookies.
insomnia oatmeal raisin cookies are bomb.
Yeah, I got some of them. I got some peanut butter. I got some M&M, and I got some white chocolate Michael Damien nut.
All right. All right.
I mean, you ain't gonna correct me. You just gonna let me say Michael Damien, because that really happened on Alonzo Laron.
I didn't know where he was going with this. I
Mhm.
just,
Yep. Oh no, no, no. See, no, that's not even where I was going. Goodness, now
I
I feel
just
like
wanted
a
to let it
horrible
ride.
person.
I
Oh
didn't know
my
what was going
goodness.
to happen.
Oh my goodness. Now I feel so bad. I just can't slide off this camera. No, no, it's a
Oh
meme.
gosh,
It's a
please
meme.
stop. Please, 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 please,
This black dude had posted it. He was like,
please. Lord, oh,
he was
wow.
like, this black dude had posted to his homeboy. His homeboy had tagged himself at Subway, and he was like, "Boy, get some Michael Damian. Like, them things good. He
It'd be
was
so
like,
funny. They
who?
be at just what? Just what's the word people be saying wrong? Dang, I forgot it was a meme, and it was just it's like people. It's like, hey, you sounded out what you hear. That's what
hmm
you. It's like I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to spell. Uh, something probably it's something simple too. Like,
Do
I
you
could
know how
look
many
at there
people in
too
the
long and be like,
South?
dang, is that how you spell there? Like, you know what
Right,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Like
That
it's
don't
just
look right.
like you know what I'm saying? Like try to spell amateur. All right, it took me a couple minutes. Like, hey Siri, like you feel me? Like it's not, So
Okay, so look, people in the South, I've noticed, say audacity as opposed to audacity. Have you noticed that?
not really because I say water. I mean, what you say?
Water.
Yeah, so I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I
don't
just
really
like
drink
it. I just
water because, like I said, I've been up north, and that water that's kind of cloudy.
First of all,
It's like salt water or
first of
something.
all,
Like
water
it
is
tastes
water.
warm. No, it's not.
Yes, it
It
is.
tastes
What do
warm.
you drink?
Like
First of all, my water right here, it's not warm. You see the water dripping off of it because it's so
did you buy
crisp.
that bottle or is that Saint water?
Is it who? Who?
Saint water.
What is it? A what?
Sink water. Sink,
Sank?
sink, sink, sink water.
Ah, okay.
Is it sink water?
No, this is alkaline.
Exactly. So yeah, just go get you some regular sink water and see don't it be cloudy.
First of
Cause I know what
all,
I know.
water is water. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
Whether
it's
we in the south
water.
or we in
No,
the
cause y'all
north,
have water.
we
And
got
water,
water. Yes,
yeah,
I
water
mean we
is
got water
different.
everywhere. Y'all got water too.
No, we got water. We don't got not a lick of water around here. We all got water. Like, mm-mm,
Please stop.
mm-mm.
Please. Yeah. Yo, you gotta chill, please.
Like I'm telling you, like if you walk in a convenience store and be like, how much is a cup of water? They gonna start doing sign language. They was like you mean
Yeah, water. You got some water. You know what it is? Water, okay? Water. I don't know how you say it. Water. Would they like
hmm
water? Like that's like
yes.
that's like the equivalent to mother. My mother. I
Yeah, we
love
don't
my
even
mother.
got them. We got mamas.
Yeah, shout out to my mother.
Mama. Right, yeah,
Ah, your
ma.
mom.
hmm
Your mom. Mom.
Mom. No, we don't say mom.
Mom.
We say ma. M-A. We just say M-A. We don't got nothing else on it. Just
Ma.
M-A.
I mean, we say
hmm
ma too. Ma.
Yeah, if we
Or my
referring
mother. If
to
I'm
her,
talking about
we
her,
be
that's
like,
my
yeah,
mother. I
my
don't be like
dudes.
my mom. My mother.
Yeah, no, mm-mm.
I
That's
seen my
my
mother
mom.
earlier. You know what I'm saying? About to take this to my mother. Oh, hold on, my mother calling.
You know, I always thought that was offensive
What?
because in the South, when you be like, your mother, that's offensive. Like, we don't be like, hey, your mother said. If you be like, hey, your mother said, come in the house, bro, we about to fight. But if you be like, yo, your mama said, come in, oh, we cool. No.
I mean, nah, you ain't going. That's why we don't say mother. Like, your mother. This is not white chicks. We say mother. My
Yeah,
mother,
mother. So
my
y'all
father.
mother is
Yeah, my
like,
grandmother,
you see, we don't have daddies because that's
my
something
grand.
totally different. But we got daddies though.
Y'all got who?
Daddy.
Yeah, some of us don't even have any of that. Period. So we don't gotta say none of
I
that.
mean, we
Really,
got we got DDs around here too. Like, shout out to DD if you ever see this video.
Lord.
We got a Boppy. Shout out to Boppy. I hope you don't see this video out of all people.
Y'all be saying pops or a pa. What is it, papa?
What's it? Pops? Pa? I
Who
say
say
daddy.
who say Mima?
White people.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a black grandma called?
Mama, ma, grandma, grandma so and so, Gigi.
Okay, I just got grandmother. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
see, you
call her
can have a
grandma.
grand. Yeah, grandma.
Grandma. Yeah, GRAMMA. That's how I spell it. When I text her, hey grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma. Grandma. Yeah,
I
exactly.
really be hating eating on this thing like this, but when I tell you I'm starving, it's the first time I done had food today, and it's almost
Really, it's okay.
tomorrow.
We know you're not overeating. Yep, maybe.
I ain't
Don't
even
know.
say all that. I ain't say none of that.
This is the
You
title
just
of the
added that
thing,
on.
man. Yes.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about this. We've talked about this.
Okay.
Okay, so look, all right, no,
Not
because I got
overeating.
more
I
stories.
never.
So I went to my client house today, and she was just so shocked when she seen me. Oh my goodness, Victoria, you look amazing. What have you been doing? And it was just like first of all, I ain't even reach. Like I don't have a scale, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't reached like Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? I haven't moved into another degree yet. So I'm like low key excited, like, you see it, I've been working out, and I'm low key offended, like, hold on, like how big you thought I was, because I ain't lost that much weight yet for you to be this shocked now. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be negative or anything. But if this is just these are I'm just telling you my thoughts. So on one hand, I'm just like, okay, yes, you see it, your girl getting, and on the other hand, it's like I don't know, like I was only I wasn't 400 pounds. Like my biggest ever was 403, but I was in like 360 to 330 for a long time. Then I dropped down to 323, and since then I don't know where I probably been, but I'm going to the twos, right? So I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I don't focus on the number. I just focus on the habits, like changing my habits, eating better, um, not eating so much sodium. I be trying to do the keto thing. Sometimes I don't do it. Um, but I fast and like all of these things. So just changing my habits and I just be losing weight. So I haven't even really committed to my strength training yet. So this is just purely off me changing my eating habits. Um, And so it's like, okay, but I haven't been like I've been in the 330s for like a year. So for my knowledge, I'm probably around 320, 315 right now. And that's not like a whole lot of weight. Like I'm proud of myself, of course, but that's not like a whole lot of weight for it to be like a noticeable difference. And like I don't know, I like for people to just be straight up with me. Like, okay, if you see a little difference, but don't make it seem like it's a huge difference, because my overthinking brain is gonna be like, are you trying to say I was big, like super big, or are you trying to be funny, or like, and that's all. It comes from like a traumatic place of like feeling like people are, talking about you or trying to play you. It comes from that type of space. But okay, because I know that, what I do is I don't say anything. Like I don't assume anything. I take it in, I take information in, and then I process it for later. But the habit of me doing that is me disassociating in the moment, letting whatever be said, and then later on I feel the effects of it once I go back and process it. And then I'm like, I should have said da 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 da. And that is dangerous because the whole time I was in Atlanta, I was this close to some pimp action. Like a nigga could, I like, they could have, like, I could have got taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily know if my family got a particular set of skills. Like, they out here, but are they out here? Like, when I got found, I don't know, right? So, but I be this close to the action. What? I be this close to the action, and God just got me. He just be like this fool, and just be holding my head, like because I just be out here, and when you think about that, I be out here this close to the action, and I don't react to anything. Like I just take everything in. So you got, I haven't listened to the music lately, but back in 2019, everybody wanted the baby Draco, okay, and a mini Draco. Those are two different Dracos, if you didn't know. So, so, like I'm in the thick of Atlanta, surrounded by Dracos, baby Dracos, okay, with the wood grain, all right. Um, 30 round clips, 40 round clips, regular clips, like all the clips, like just around a lot of action, just pimp action, action, whole activity, questionable activity, like all types of stuff that I shouldn't have been around, and I was disassociating. So, um, somebody on the outside looking in is taking that for, oh, she don't mind it, or she with it, or you know what I'm saying, like, she don't have a problem with it, she don't have no moral, she don't have any boundaries, she don't value herself. No, I'm in a culture shock. Like I'm turning into a chameleon. I don't even realize that that's what I'm doing in that moment, but that's how I'm safe, right? Like I scan the room, I observe all of you, and that keeps me safe. But it can be quite dangerous to do that, because then you keep going along with stuff, and it's just a coping mechanism, but you keep going along with stuff and going along with stuff, and then you find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You got me on mute. What's happening? Oh yeah.
I'm trying to be a respectable. Um, I don't want y'all to have to hear these,
Mukbang. No, it's
little
fine.
puff things crunch. You know what I'm
Yeah, I saw
saying?
you.
But
Yeah.
I've been doing hand signals and stuff. I was doing sign language.
No,
You
I
know, the
see you. I
audience
got
did a
you.
wave. Oh,
I
okay.
got you. I'm just wondering, have you had a situation like that? Like, all right, for example, I was watching this video earlier where Kiki was talking about, I guess, the situation a couple years back where it was um Trey Songz, like, was inappropriate sexually or something, like forcing himself on her, and then kind of made the comment of, like, I mean, you were there, like, you know what it is, and guys say that to girls all the time. But these are the women that they be like, oh, you got daddy issues. These are the same women that want attention. They want to be accepted. They want to be loved. And so you being a guy, or you coming in and showing them attention, they want to be around that. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to have sex. So coming back to the crib, like, as a woman, it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. But if my trauma is around being abandoned, or feeling like I gotta people please, or whatever the case may be, then yeah, I'll get back to the crib, but maybe I'll feel like, oh, I can still say no. Like, am I really going through the whole motion? Like, how many of us really go through the whole motion, and we're like, when I get back to the crib, like, they're not gonna be like, do you want to bartend? Like, how many of us are gonna be like, okay, so he gonna immediately want me to drop them draws, like, either get drunk or drop them, like, ludicrous, like, just like, I don't think that people. I'm not saying like this is my situation. Um, Personally, my ex had to, like, force, like, not force me, but like, I wouldn't even come in the house. It was just, I would pull up. Wouldn't hop out. Okay, I was bad bitch, and my top don't go out. Like, I just was there, and would leave and go back to my little spot. And I was trying to be a super solo entrepreneur living in my car. I know you remember, like, and still wouldn't go. He had his own place, and I still wouldn't go in there. Like, I wasn't feeling that. But I know so many women who may have felt like, oh, they needed to go in, or oh, we're gonna chill, or whatever the case may be. And then we have these guys that feel like if she in my presence, then she must be ready to, like, baby girl, is you sucking or not? Like, all of this. Come on, jump in at any time. Don't leave me hanging. This is a conversation, not a monologue. Which
I
is
mean, you already know, like, um,
I want to talk about mistakes, but go ahead,
you said
because I want to.
mistakes.
Yeah, man, because like, first of all, conversations are so freeing, and then for us to be able to sit and talk about our mistakes, me, I'm vulnerable. It is what it is. Like, who gonna check me? Who gonna stop me? Like, at the end of the day, my morals are intact, so I'm not gonna say nothing like hurtful or wild or anything, but I'm gonna speak my truth. And sometimes that can be a little, like you were talking about the Applebee's. Like, back then, I didn't know. Like, I thought like everybody was like me. I didn't realize that people process stuff in different ways. So it's like, as I realized more of personalities, and as I started to, once I got certified in emotional intelligence and really learning how to have compassion in myself, was I able to realize, oh, other people process things in other ways. Um, so meaning, like, if I'm sitting and I notice something, like if you're telling me something and it paints a picture in my head, and I'm like, oh, it's because you're in survival mode. In my head, it's not a big deal. I just threw something on the table that we need to work on. That's how I look at everything. We throw it on the table. This is what we got going on. Everybody put empty y'all pockets. Like, that's just kind of how I see it. Whereas somebody else, it could bring up shame, or it could, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you saying you're not ready to hear that, to me that sounds like, okay, it may have brought up shame. Like, I wasn't ready to feel, to realize that um I'm existing versus living. Like little things like that. That to me, I may feel like, oh, it's, that's just where we at. Other people process it in different ways. I wasn't being sensitive to that. I wasn't being sensitive because I was oblivious to it. Um, so it took conversations like this for you to even explain to me how you were feeling, so that I could even change the behavior. Because and that's that nagging that guys talk about. Like, when you keep like, I'm gonna get my whole sentence out, I don't give a fuck. Like, when you keep, as a woman or just as a person in general, you gotta say, especially when you see the signs of the person getting mad. That was another thing that I messed up on. Like, you was getting mad and I saw you getting mad, but I was confused. Like, why is she mad? Like, so I
You were
didn't
like,
stop
why are you
talking.
getting mad?
That you took it like that, but it
No,
wasn't.
that's
You
what you
didn't
was.
sing
You
it.
was
It wasn't
like,
like a
why are you
Chucky
getting
moment.
mad?
I was literally sitting on the table, like, just watching you, and you was like getting antsy, like, man, like, and I was just like, I didn't know, like, it was like fucking. I felt like the audience when they was watching Will walk on stage. Like, is this real? What's happening? Like, I didn't know that you was really bad. I just I didn't know what was going on because I wasn't mad. And then you was like, you smiling and shit. And people that's mad always say shit like that. And it's like, I smile. I just be smiling, okay? I be over here looking like a little autistic child smiling. Just all the time.
You was like, I mean, yeah, because you're mad, and I don't know why you're mad. Because why can't we have a grown-up conversation?
Cause yeah, I be confused. Like,
Bro, like I'm
I
about
I
to
don't
flip
be
this
know. I don't
table
have.
over. I gotta get out of here.
Yes,
I
you was
gotta
like, I'm about to
go.
flip the table over, and I was like, she's really
Like,
mad.
no.
Like, wow. It was just like,
And I
what?
was saying,
And
I was literally saying, please stop. I was like, please stop. Like, it's okay. Just please stop. Please. And I was like, I don't want you to say anything. Like, please do not talk to me. And I was begging because I know me. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I am about to go to jail. I'm about to tear this restaurant up and everything. Like, why is this happening? Why am I in this situation? It still got me some trauma to this day.
Lord,
And
yes.
I had a
So
bad Uber driver. Like, Bro was running over curves and everything. Like, goodness, I almost died.
Yes, see that's the things I'm talking about. So I have compassion. I tell people all the time I'm the compassion coach. I help people develop emotional intelligence because I didn't know. I didn't know those things, and I have a genuine heart. And most of us we genuinely care about people, but we hurt people all the time. Sometimes just out of oblivion. Like I just don't realize that this is an issue. Sometimes it's out of like, or it's like some dog hair or something on my lip. I don't know. Definitely some on my mustache. What's this called? Beard. Dog hair beard. Sorry about that. But yeah. So it's it's really common that we have these moments where there's just a bank, almost like a language barrier, but there's a cultural barrier, or there's mental health barrier, or like there's some type of barrier. What? Yeah.
There's definitely a barrier with communicating with you oftentimes. For instance, before we started this recording, and you were like, "You're just on me, and you're doing this, and you always talking," and I'm like, "What did you hear me say? Like, what did you?" Because
What
I've
I
learned.
did all that. I didn't do all
You did,
that.
you absolutely did all that. Like, you
No, I
started huffing and
didn't.
puffing and throwing stuff around. It was like, because I haven't ate all day, and I just wanted to eat 5 shrimp, and I'm like, so what did you hear me say? Because let me tell you what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm sitting in my car with this great light or whatever. And are we going to do this now or can I carry on? Because I want to sit on my back porch very soon. Like, what did you hear? And then it was like, oh, well, I thought you meant like, because I'm running late. No, I don't care how late you running. You always late to everything in life. I would bet $1 million if they be like,
You
all right, we're about
always
to
trying
have
to
a
take this.
cookout.
First of all, don't be trying to keep me in no box because I don't be late all the time. I've been doing much better, and I communicate. That's why I was getting irritated because it was like you was just hammering on me like, what we doing? So what we doing? Like real aggressive,
Because
and
I
it
need to
turned
know
out
what
because
we
your
was
ass
doing. Because I
had
was in my
16 monsters
car.
today. So
Absolutely. But I'm sitting
yes,
in the car. I'm
yeah,
sitting in
I'm
the
sensitive.
I
Okay,
left
I am a
my
highly sensitive
right,
individual.
but that's
So
not what
you
I was
gotta
saying.
you got. But
Like I was
what I'm
literally
saying
saying,
is you
"Hey,
came at you were aggressive.
no, you felt like I was being aggressive. Like I wasn't being aggressive."
I mean, I felt like you were being aggressive because
Right.
you were coming off aggressively. It doesn't necessarily mean that that was your intention, but that's how you were coming off.
But that's how you perceived it though, also.
Yeah.
Like right, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't mean because that's what you perceive that that's a fact. If you're saying I
No, it
was
doesn't. But
aggressive,
you have to, my feelings matter. Feelings matter. So if I'm perceiving it
absolutely.
that way, then you have to look at what you're doing to make
Which
me
is what I'm
feel
saying.
perceived.
That's why I said, "Hey, what are you hearing me say?" Like you're
Right. We
correcting me
already
on
talked
something
about
that
this.
right. So why we going back to like
You
I didn't
brought
do
it up.
my
You always
portion.
do this. That's
No,
this is
no,
on camera now.
like
Yeah.
exactly. We
It's
gonna
on
rewind
camera
it and we
now,
gonna
so we're
see
gonna
what just
rewind it.
happened.
We're gonna
Exactly.
rewind it because
Cause
I remember
literally
when I
you
was in
just said
Atlanta and I was
no
in the
because
bed
you have
and we were
because
talking
my
about
feelings
something.
matter. Because my feel no, that's why I started the you telling me how your feelings matter and they're justified and I need to do this. But no, I did this when I said, wait a minute, this is being perceived wrong. What did you hear me say? Now, did I not say that word for word?
Yeah, that was good.
So that's what I'm saying.
And I
That's
told
when I
you that.
acknowledge what you just telling me. No, because my feelings matter, and if I perceive that my feelings, I already said that. Like, why we going back there when I just said I said this because you felt this way? Like
You lost me now. Okay.
you literally said what I had already said that I said when I perceived it. Okay, she's offended because she think I care about her being late. Nah, I don't got nothing to do. I'm not about to go to sleep. What I'm saying is, can I get out my car, ma'am? Is it cool for me to get out my car and eat my musubi? Like, that's it. And sit on my porch and, hear the birds chirp. But once I realized my intentions were being perceived wrong, I was like, hey, what did you
Yeah, it's a
hear me?
communication issue. So one of the communication issues that we have a lot is that um maybe one of us or the other one doesn't say everything that they're thinking. I have an agenda, but I don't express the agenda. So one of us is always like, okay, what's going on? Or, I feel like this way, like you were talking about eating and having the food and all the things. You have an agenda, but not expressing the agenda. And then one of us get irritated, or look, I'm trying to do this, or whatever the case may be, and it's like a hyping energy, and then the other one is like, whoa, where did that come from? But it comes from us not fully being open and saying what the agenda is. That happens a lot in relationships. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a platonic relationship, a work relationship, where somebody isn't just transparent. That's why I over talk or something. I overshare sometimes when it's like you don't need to do all that, but it's because I want to get more of what I see, what of the I feel like if we can normalize being more transparent and being more open, and it being okay to put things on the table, or to be like, personally, I talk to myself. So if somebody's around me, they're gonna hear me go, all right, boom, so I gotta grab my keys, all right, then I'm gonna take this, I take that out the freezer, I gotta do, they're gonna hear me say the whole plan. But that also means that now you know exactly what I'm finna do, so you're on the same agenda. I think that that's one of the biggest things that um like is a little issue, I don't know, hiccup in our relationship, is that we have to explain the full vision, idea, whatever the thought is, whatever it is.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are you
Excuse me,
alright?
guys. Uh-oh. That one slipped out. It was a root beer. Excuse me, everyone.
You
I
said
thought
what?
I thought my phone was on mute. Y'all probably just seen me sniff this hoodie, but let me explain. It's not because nobody was thinking in it, but
Not sniff the hoodie. It's okay. People
I
sniff
cooked
most
for
things
my
in the house.
dude, and the house smelled like food. So like, I was just trying to see like, okay, this is not
Who
even the
hoodie is
hoodie that
that?
I want to wear. This mine. This my hoodie.
Why it look all big?
I mean, probably because it's open. I mean, it's a size 2 from ToriV. But yeah, it's mine. It ain't really big. It's kind of, it fits properly. I mean, I do a little show with it. Actually, I got the Crocs to match. Like, Um, but since if you insist, I'll do a little twirl or whatever. Hold on, as soon as I figure out how to work this zipper. Damn, I really thought I was on mute. All right, so boom.
Yeah, see, it's big.
Whoa. Oh my goodness, everything is happening. Hold on. Okay.
Little legs.
Oh, you can see my legs. So this is my hoodie. It has pockets. Here are my tie-dye Crocs to match.
You cute. Okay.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah, too much.
um,
Yo. Oh
Nothing
my
much.
goodness.
It's just lighter, guys.
What is that?
Okay.
Bubby, you
This
gotta
is
go
a
outside?
lighter.
Y'all gotta go outside? Huh?
I know I had to, you know. But yeah, I was just saying, I have this lighter. I don't know if you can see it. Um,
I think that
some food coloring.
okay, use Bobby. All right. See, she getting she getting restless. She about to do a tutorial for
Some
everything.
icing. You no longer your hand behind it. It's official. I'm so sorry. I am
Happy.
so like you really should cut this. Like, can we just cut like the whole last? Well, I'm about to do a spoon. Lord, please. I ain't even see me about to
This
do
is my
that
spoon,
spoon.
guys.
I ain't even see me about to
Yo.
do that. But since I done showed it to y'all
All
see the
right.
spoon. All right,
All right. So
just a little
let's wrap it up,
teaspoon.
man, because child, you finna. I see it now. Let me see. So going full circle, we're talking about we went through a lot of different things, but the last time we were talking about was just relationships, and I think that one of the biggest problems with relationships is not being able to fully express or not feeling like we should fully express, but allowing the person to have that like saying how you feel, whether the person deals with that good or bad. It's I don't think that I think that we should have compassion, of course, like always be coming from a place of love, but in that being able to fully express how we feel so that we can I think my dogs are farting, but being able to fully express how we feel so that we don't feel that resentment towards people. We don't what are you doing? This is not a sponsored ad. So not feeling like we have to feel resentment or be uh, bitter or jaded towards people because we're actually saying what we truly feel, getting out what's actually on our mind. That way, if um, it can it can be taught to the children as well. So then we don't have as many children growing up feeling that abandonment because maybe they understand what's going on better, and so now they don't feel so abandoned or maybe neglected or and then want to
And
turn to
react off
food.
emotion.
Yeah, reacting off of the emotion. That's another thing that we didn't even really get into, but we'll catch it on the next joint. But being able to be taught and learn and develop emotional intelligence, that's my jam. Like I've been out here, you know, so I understand being triggered and then not being able to control your emotions. Like that's what developing emotional intelligence is all about, is first being able to accept the fact that all right, maybe I don't, being becoming aware of that, and then developing skills, finding new ways to release that anger, those emotions in a healthy way, building up that self-control, and then taking that ball of aggression and taking it out at the rage room or in nature or with the physical activity, releasing it in other ways other than on our friends and our family or on ourselves, or not releasing it and letting it build up and then having this pressure bottle release randomly, but actually being able to get it out over time. I think those are the conversations that we have to continue to have, and how we're doing it and showing that even as we're on the journey of healing, we still mess up. We still, you know, might smack Chris Rock. Stuff may happen, but we have to keep
Bro, you don't
pushing.
never know when you gonna smack Chris Rock, to be real. Like,
I mean, everybody hate Chris, so.
yeah, like it can happen at any time. So I don't feel like, you know,
And I think it could happen at any time. Like,
it can.
I want
Like,
to say.
Will said he don't know who he thought he was, but like,
Oh,
nah.
goodness. Listen, listen,
It's like
listen.
actually, listen here, buddy. That was a listen here, buddy smack. Only because I'm
Okay.
telling you, because he ain't grab his jaw, bruh. He ain't even grab it. That was a listen here, buddy. It ain't even hurt him. But he said, listen here. All right, buddy. This was your last chance, all right? I told you last time you were skating on thin ice. Okay? All right, buddy. You really pushed it over the edge this time, okay? That's all.
Listen,
Like everybody's taking it more serious than it was, but he was really just like, listen here, buddy.
I mean,
That's why they cool.
hey, listen, I got a lot about that. We're not even listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Hey,
You ain't
Bubs.
about to give me no listen here, buddy, smack issue. Bruh, I thought we was backstage. Oh my
No,
goodness.
we're not
Bruh, I
backstage. We
feel
gotta close it
like
out. So I need you to
uh
come back in the light real quick so we can say bye
okay.
to our people.
Can we
Thank
like
you for
talk for like
watching.
2 minutes? I think you should do some promos or something. Like make let them know what your Instagram is.
I mean, if you haven't followed me already, make sure you follow me at Tori Victories, where we're talking about how we can cope and grab our individuality. Okay, yeah. Hi. Okay, no, but listen, I'm your compassion coach. I am here to help you develop emotional intelligence because now is the time for us to get self control of ourselves, become self aware of ourselves and others. Because if I were self aware way back in 2019, then I would have been able to see her get upset. I would have seen her body language. I would have seen her get antsy and know that, oh, I may have said something to trigger her, right? And because I knew that, then I could tone down and stop and listen and do all the things that I needed to do to not trigger her. And then let's not like if say I wasn't aware at all, then when I saw her getting mad, I'm getting mad. Why you getting mad? I'm mad at her getting mad. Like everybody knows somebody like that. They get mad when they get mad. Like, why are you mad, brother? This is my mad. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like now I've developed these skills. I went out and got my certification so that I can help you develop them as well. You want to be a Chris, right? In the moment when somebody is triggered, you want to be able to handle yourself, right? Doesn't mean that you may not be a will at some point, right? It just means that you are better equipped with tools to handle yourself. So make sure you follow. If you need help developing those skills of becoming who it is you know that you already are, you're supposed to be, join us.
And how can they get in contact with you, Tori? Do you do one-on-one coaching?
Come to my website, amelanatedhypothesis.com. I have an accountability group, Legacy Leap, that is leaders evolving awareness and prospering. We are focused on becoming, okay? Becoming. So sometimes building consistency, doing the things that we know we need to do. Sometimes we need somebody to give us that extra push, or we need somebody to check in and say, hey, did you do that thing that you said you were going to do? Or maybe we need somebody to hold us accountable. I need to take the actual picture of me at the gym and post it in the group so that people can know I did it. And if I don't post a picture, somebody can be on my butt like, hey, where the picture at? Right? Holding ourselves accountable. We have this group. It's amazing, and it has helped me be able to bring you videos and conversations like this, our panel talks, our individual podcasts, and so many more things that are coming. And I'm just excited, so I can't tell you about it. But
Are the links in the description?
not yet because we're live right now, but later on I'll put them in there. But what you can do is go to linktree.com/Tori Victories, like my IG name, and click on the link that will take you right to sign up for Legacy Leap, my website. You know, I have my book out. So if you need help dealing with relationships and building relationship within yourself so that you can have better relationships with others, you're not crazy, okay? Don't let them gaslight you. Check out my book. And we got a bunch of merch. I'm in the coolest group ever, Morning Meetup, where we're getting coaching, constantly building relationship about entrepreneurs with entrepreneurs. Shout out to David Shands and the Social Proof Podcast. Make sure you follow the Morning Meetup. Okay. Join me there every weekday, 8 a.m. You know how we do. So, where can they find you?
I be a little bit everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the
Yeah, we can't hear you.
South. Sorry, the wind blowing.
Come say what? Thanks for subscribing. Where can they find you? They're trying to connect with you. They want to know more about you.
You can
Yes.
follow me on Instagram. I do not know my Instagram name. Oh no, I did. I think I did. It is refining the diamond.
Can you
Get
spell that?
down. RAFINING. Z is in zebra. ADIAMOND. Now, baby, tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I was about to say FABOLOUS. It just got me wanting to spell stuff. INDE, like just.
Exactly. So yeah,
Woo!
I don't really do the Facebook thing, the podcast thing, none of that. I just kick it with Tori every once in a while. Sorry, I was trying to prevent the cat that does not belong to me um, from getting inside.
Wow. This is a healing space. We gotta talk about where we are. So make sure you do some healing today. And we will see you later on. Yeah.
Hey, if I be on here a lot, can I do like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood at the end of every show? I'm gonna take off my jacket and hang up my jacket, and then I'm gonna change shoes into my bedtime shoes.
Yo, yo. Now what you're tossing it up like Mr. Rogers, all right.
Yes.
Nighttime.
You know, he always puts something
Yo.
random. He put his shawl on, his little nighttime shawl.
That was so funny. Yeah, he used to come in here with his little
Like,
bomber jacket, take that junk off, and
what?
put on this little sweater and button it up real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Straighten everything up, and you know, he take off his shoe and throw it in the air and catch it.
That's why it was funny. Like I remember
Like,
he wanted to do that to calm kids down, to create routines for
oh, well, then
children.
we should do that. Like, anytime you have me on, that should be the routine. I'm gonna be dark for a while because everybody, we taking the mood down 15 notches. And then I'm gonna come in and it's gonna be light again, and I'm gonna throw my shoes, and then I'm gonna fold my hands, and then we're gonna close out. You know.
Well, it has been another episode of a Melanated Hypothesis podcast story time with your girl Tori V. Thank you, Diamond, for joining us. Make sure you follow us. And any closing words for the people? Make sure you do some healing today. It's so important that we have conversations, and not just with anybody, but somebody who can get your wheels turning, help you to see yourself, and it be a safe place. Like for example, me and Diamond, we go up and down, but it's a safe place, right? We're not mad at each other or going to like, oh she, you know what I'm saying? Like it's no bad. It's a way to look at ourselves. Like she holds up a mirror to me and says, "Hey, this is what you're doing." I hold up a mirror to her and say, "Hey, this is what you're doing." Is my nail broke? Oh no, we're good. I hold up a mirror to her and say, "Hey, this is what you're doing," and we have a safe enough place that we can say, "Okay, you're right. This is the thing," or "Okay, you're right. This is the thing that I need to work on," or "This is where I made a mess," or whatever the case may be. Mommy, go sit down. Get on out of here.
They said they want to look at the people.
Yes, all over here. Like old beeswax. Anyway, make sure you do some healing today. Peace, y'all. We are out. She not on camera. We got to get her on camera because she gonna be looking funny on the YouTube because we won't do no editing.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh
You didn't
no!
see me
Oh
leaving?
no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! At this point, if you're still watching, you a trooper. Hey, DM me, let me know. I got something for you. I sent it to you for free. Get your merch for free. DM me, I get some merch for free. Hey, DM me, DM me, and get some merch for free.
Right, this right here, this song, that's gonna make it go viral. That one song, and it's gonna be somebody real random, and they just gonna been scrolling through, and there you go.
DM
DM
me and get
me,
some
get
merch
your
for
merch for
free.
free.
DM me, and get your merch for free. Have you done some healing today? Have you done some healing today, y'all? Have you done some healing today? Make you do some healing and pray. Oh. Peace and healing, y'all. We are out officially. Make sure you do some healing today and subscribe to us. Thank you. Peace. Smile down.